This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Raja California. Raja California is the most elite audio engineer and producer in the game. Follow him on all major streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud for all your sound needs. That's Raja California. This episode is also brought to you by Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told is the #1 esports specialist, League of Legends coach, and streamer in the San Diego area. Follow him on Twitch, SoundCloud, and YouTube for all things valuable to the esports community. That's Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told. I couldn't make it out of gold without Truth Be Told.
Midfield, 40, 30, cutback, 20, 15, 10. He is gone! We got to clock in every drive today. Let's go. Do your job. Give him a chance. Let's go. Keep it going. Hey, we playing to win right here, fellas.
Welcome to the Mecca Betting Academy with your hosts, Christian Graham and Stone Wilson.
Yo, what's good, Mecca Betting Academy, where master bettors are made and bookies want to run the fade. Bust out those notebooks because class is in session. Welcome, students. Please take a seat. I'm your host and professor, CG. Welcome today with my co-host, Stone Wilson.
Heyo.
How we doing today, Stone?
Hey, man, we got a big W tonight, man. I'm very lit. How about you?
I'm fucking litty too, bro. I'm 100% on the season
Ooh.
in NFL on this
Ooh.
podcast for podcast
vibes.
purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm feeling you.
Continue to vibe me out one time. Let's jump right into this Thursday Night Football
Let's
recap.
do it. It was another fun one, man. I really like this game. We already talked about it last night, that this was a very big divisional matchup. If the Colts didn't beat the Titans in this one, were they really playoff contenders? Was Phillip Rivers really the right move? Phillip didn't turn over the ball tonight, which was a very good thing. And it was a kind of a little bit of a sweat. The Colts had like 2 fourth down. They went for it on fourth down 2 times in like that first half. They hit the first one. They didn't get the second one to score after we thought that they scored.
Yeah, they ended up getting stopped on that one.
Yeah. And then we started to sweat. And then guess what happened?
What happened?
Derrick Henry was on the fucking 99-yard line again, bro. I started to shit my pants, bro. I was like, oh, it's fucking coming, dude. It is coming.
Yeah.
But luckily, the Colts really shut them out on that drive. Got that shank punt, changed the whole momentum from that
The whole
punt.
fucking momentum. Yeah, so we had Colts on the money line plus 110. We'll cash that one. And we also had Colts -1 on the swing bet.
Double down.
Cash that one. Yeah, man, and then that punt block after after that shank punt, they went down and scored, and then we got that punt block to the fucking house. That was 2 scores in under a minute.
Yeah.
Bro. And after that, it was just complete lock.
Mike Vrabel was already shaking his head like mid-third quarter. And they still had a chance to come back in, but when you just see your head coach have that demeanor like that, it just kind of sets the whole tone like really shitty for the whole team. I kind of didn't really like that, but I'm happy that we got the W tonight, so I'm really lit.
I was a little scared. I feel like if they didn't get that field goal to end the first half, when they were 1 second left on the clock when they spiked it, if they didn't get that field goal, I don't know if the momentum would have swung that much in our favor. I felt like they were really good going into halftime. Just getting that field goal, those points before the half, because they were driving pretty hard, and I know they wanted that touchdown too, but then Phillip, as always, fucks up, takes the sack at the fucking worst time.
I know.
And then, of course, we got the hot rod.
Exactly.
We got Mr. Georgia
and
kicking for us.
Fucking money, dude.
He's money. I think he's missed 2 field goals this entire year as a rookie, and so he's putting in work. He's doing better than Mr. Gostowski on the other end.
Always Gostkowski's always going to miss at least one, which he did tonight.
Hey, speaking of that field goal is real clutch for me. I had the first half team total over 10.5.
Nice.
Put that at
Cash
13.
that.
Cash that.
That's what's up, man. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to my boy Michael Pittman, man. I love watching your YouTube videos. He had a career night tonight. Yeah, I think he put up over 100 yards. He should have got a tub. Super close 2 times. I was kind of mad when he got hit on that cross route. Got hit in like the elbow. Looked like he cracked his rib or some shit. But yeah, he went out. But he had a hell of a game tonight, so I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, I was happy for myself. I have Naeem Hines in my season long league, and so I ended up picking him up off the waiver wires last week. I don't know whoever dropped him, but yeah, he ended up popping off for 2 touchdowns,
Yeah.
100 all-purpose yards for his first time in his career. So we'll give you a nice little air horn for that one, Naeem Hines.
Yeah, he had a lot of
Putting
open
in-
space on those screens and shit like that. So he was
Yeah.
looking real nice.
26 points on the half PPR for me. So yeah, I enjoyed that.
Did you hear Phillips' voice crack like multiple
Oh
times?
yeah, when he was
Yeah.
trying to do when he was trying to draw him off sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Did you hear the Kirk Cousins one?
I didn't.
Yeah, I saw one on Instagram recently. I was like, oh, this is like fucking becoming more and more common. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, but this Colts defense is, ooh, they were looking nice, especially in the second half.
I think that's exactly what we predicted. I mean, they didn't quite hold Derrick Henry down in check that much. I mean, he ended up getting around 80 to 100 yards by the end of the game. So I guess they did their job by not getting him into the end zone.
Yep.
Which he got robbed by Deontay Foreman on the first drive. But yeah, they ended up putting in work.
I mean, it was a little scary in the early part of the game where Xavier Rhodes got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, if Xavier Rhodes gets hurt, I mean that opens up for Corey Davis, it opens up for AJ Brown. But what do we say on Thursday, or what we say yesterday? We said tonight, Thursday night, Xavier Rhodes is gonna lock down AJ Brown. AJ Brown got locked down. He had 1 catch for 21 yards, and that was like what, the second play of the game.
Yeah, could have had a tub too.
He had 3 targets the rest of the game. I mean, he's just getting locked up. He's gonna be a great receiver going forward. He's gonna have monster years, but I mean, against a caliber corner like Xavier Rhodes, he's just gonna get locked down.
You love Xavier Rhodes.
Man,
I always hear you talking about him.
He's a top corner in the league.
Is.
And he doesn't get the love that he deserves because he's not that flashy corner. He doesn't talk that much, but he gets the job done. No matter where he's at, he always gets the job done.
Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys. I was watching it off the NFL Fantasy app. Did you guys see that Fabletics commercial?
No, what was that about?
The women's leggings commercial. Dude, that was the fucking craziest commercial I've ever seen. There was so much ass. You guys didn't see it?
Nah.
Oh, no, dude. I just had to point that out, bro. I was like, whoa. Some booty in this bitch.
That's funny, bro. All right. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the Thursday Night Football recap. We smashed that. Like I said, Colts on the money line plus 110. We cashed that one. And then we also had Colts on the double down -1. So, yeah, we'll cash that one in. Before we get into our next segment, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors again. Raja California. We got Raja California is the most elite audio engineer and producer in the game. Follow him on all major streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud for all of your sound needs. That's Raja California. We also have Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told is the #1 esports specialist, League of Legends coach, and streamer in the San Diego area. Follow him on Twitch, SoundCloud, and YouTube for all things valuable to the esports community. That's Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told. I couldn't make it out of gold without Truth Be Told. All right. So let's just jump into this NFL Week 10 edition of the Sunday 6-pack. We'll go ahead and start with you, Stone. What we got for your number one?
I'm so excited for this slate, man. I think I'm gonna go 4-0, 5-0.
What are you on the season?
Last week, for that last pack, I went 1-3.
Okay.
I only hit that Tennessee game, but I should have had a few more.
But you know what your boy got?
What?
100%.
Yeah, we 100% on this side.
We 100% on this side.
I'm 100%.
Yeah, we
on
got
the podcast.
Brandon at 100%
What'd you
too.
have? You put it on one pick?
I had that lock teaser. I had the Steelers under. Those are locks.
Okay.
The only thing I did say, I said, be careful with that Bears play because the Bears can win it. I never said I was gonna take that.
Yeah, I got your number on that one.
We are over here making you guys tons of money in this NFL for free. For free.
Yeah, and listeners out there, if you guys don't believe me, just fade me. Maybe you'll be, maybe it'll work in your favor. But here with my number one pick for this Week 10 NFL slate, I got Buffalo +2 at Arizona. This one's gonna be a shootout. Do you guys think so?
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I like it. I think it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a matchup between two young stud quarterbacks. I think Josh Allen is back in his groove after his performance versus Seattle. Even though that Seattle defense is shit, we keep saying that time and time again, but it is the fucking truth.
It gave him the confidence. I
Yes,
feel.
he
I think
needed
so.
that. He was absolutely perfect. We threw over 400 yards. He was like fucking 80% percentage completion. He was absolutely lighting it up. And John Brown is back in the lineup again. That's going to open up the offense immensely for him. And I think if the Bills D can throw off Russell Wilson a bit, then they should have, I want to say, the same issue with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's a lot faster, and they run the ball a lot with him. But I think they have enough talent.
Kingsbury is a genius. He's an offensive mastermind. So, I mean, it's kind of different looking at the Cardinals' offense than the improvisation that the Seahawks have with Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Different.
I'm definitely not going to say it's the same, but I do feel like they have a talent enough to contain him. Slow him down just a little bit. And with Arizona, I mean, they got a pretty underrated defense. I think they're playing really well. But Buffalo's dropped 35 on the Rams and 31 on the Dolphins, so I'm not really tripping with the offense here. I have a shootout in this one. I'm banking on Josh Allen to have a phenomenal game. Let's go.
There is 57% of the money going on the plus 2.5, but we have 51% going on Arizona Cardinals money line. So I feel like it's going to be pretty close. It's just going to be a shootout, like you guys said. The over/under jumped from 49 all the way to 56.5.
Yeah, that one shot the fuck up.
Yeah, 7.5 point swing, a whole touchdown and a half. Shooting up in the over/under with 64% going on the under now, ever since that jump. So I think it might hit somewhere in the middle. I'm kind of leaning on that under 56.5 as well with the public, but I don't know. With these two teams, they could easily get into the 30s
Especially
each.
this season, like the overs have been just hitting like crazy, haven't they? I mean, the home field advantage really isn't there as much unless you're traveling all the way across the country. That off a short week, then that could probably make a big difference. But
I mean, also there's less pressure. There's less fans.
Exactly.
A lot of stadiums don't have their fans, so it's literally just playing like just free. Like,
They,
there's no
they
pressure,
were also
really.
they were also talking about it on the game tonight, where with the refs being more restrictive of what they're calling for penalties on the defensive end, it's allowing more opportunities on the offensive end to go down the field and make some plays, because if they fuck up once on the defensive end, they're gonna get like a PI called.
Yeah.
And it's a for sure thing nowadays, and then same thing with like holding and things like that. Like the penalties are sticking a little bit harder this year, and so it's just allowing for more opportunities for a shootout and the game to go over like that.
yeah, it's been super exciting, man. Super exciting. CG, what you got for your number one pick?
Yeah, so for my number one pick, I have the Bengals plus 6.5 at Pittsburgh. Another divisional matchup. I'm riding with this divisional dog trend. Now 12-2 against the spread. Now that the line swung from Titans to the Colts, putting the Titans at +1, so it made the divisional dog 12-2 against the spread. It is the first time Joe Burrow is facing the Steelers this year and in his career. But for the most part, the Steelers always keep it a close contest throughout the years, and that was with Andy Dalton at quarterback. So give me Joe Burrow plus the points. Steelers are 7-2-1 in the last 10 meetings, but only 4 out of the 10 games were decided by 7 points or less. And so I think that with Joe Burrow at quarterback now, like they have a way better fucking quarterback. Obviously, you saw what Dalton was doing for the Cowboys before he got concussed. He was doing absolutely nothing. And so, yeah, and also with Big Ben battling with the COVID issues, and then not only the COVID issues, but he also has his knee issues that he got banged up on last week against the Cowboys. So I don't know how well he's gonna come back from that. On pretty much a short week.
And I love this pick too. I'm with you all over this.
I'm with you
I'm
too.
on the
I
money
like
line. It's just Bengals coming off a bye. Joe Mixon looks like he's on pace to play this game. It just looks really good. And we got Bengals. I'm going to say we because I'm a Bengals fan. Always been a Bengals fan. Everyone knows that. Takk McKinley might get some reps. We get Sam Hubbard back. We're going to get to Big Ben. He could barely move with his knee. And it's not even only Big Ben that has the COVID issue. It's Vince Williams, linebacker, Tyson Alalu, Vance McDonald, Gerald Hawkins. It's too many people that you're gonna miss. Jalen Samuels, and if they're gonna be missing all these players from COVID, like what stops the dog from actually winning this game? So I'm also sprinkling a little bit on that money line.
I think I'm taking the same angle as you two too. I like taking the points, and I would not be surprised if the Bengals squeak out a win here too. I mean, the Steelers, they have been squeaking out wins this whole season. And if, just like Phillip Rivers, if Big Ben throws a turnover, the whole game can change. If Joe Burrow plays a clean game, Joe Mixon balls out, I think you guys are in the money for sure.
Yeah, I think Joe Burrow probably, Mika Fitzpatrick is probably going to give him a welcome to the league pick. I mean, he gets picks like every fucking week, it feels like. So I feel like Burrow probably throws one to him this week, but he's going to rally the team back and show why he's a number one overall. And get this W, I think.
I don't know if any of you guys seen that picture of the Joe Burrow when he first got drafted to the Bengals, and Joe Burrow 6 weeks after.
Yeah, he got that facial hair and everything.
He looks like he's a fucking deadbeat dad. Like it did some time on his ass.
Yeah, and I could already see the headlines like Steelers' first loss handed to by the Bengals.
Yes,
like
that would be so sick, dude.
Joe Burrow took down the 8-0 Steelers, you know what I mean? Gave them the first loss.
Do you think that would add on to his Rookie of the Year campaign against Justin Herbert right now?
I think so. I mean, how can you not argue against it? You know, I don't know. I mean, you're beating the best team in the league.
Yeah,
facts. Yeah, I think this might be. I mentioned it last time against the Cowboys. That this might be a sleepwalking angle. I think that the Steelers are still going to be sleepwalking through these through these next 2 weeks. They have the Bengals this week, and then they have the Jags next week. So I think they're just going to be sleepwalking and getting ready for that Ravens game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you also have to consider like goes back to the COVID issues. They have COVID issues. They can't even practice. So it's like how rusty are they actually going to come out? If they go down too much like the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Obviously, they don't have a quarterback. Mm-hmm. But the Bengals have Joe Burrow.
Ooh.
But the Cowboys have a slightly better defense. Slightly.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out Sunday.
We'll see.
All right. I'm going to move on to my next pick.
Yeah, let's get into your second pick.
I got Seattle plus 1.5 at L.A., the Los Angeles Rams. I think the Seahawks should be favored here in this matchup. Do you not think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think
the Rams always play
I think
the
this
Seahawks
line is.
tough.
I think this line is right. I think this line is right.
Yeah.
It's always sitting around this minus 2.5, minus 1.5 for this game.
Yeah.
So I think the line is right here.
I mean, even if they are favored on a neutral field like -1 or whatever, you get the home field 3 points. So that's where it's sitting at 2 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of crazy stats right now. But I mean, the headlines that I'm seeing that I'm thinking in my mind right now: Jared Goff is cheeks. Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. This fool is a bum, man. He is a fucking bum. If the Rams give away the ball more than they take away, which they have been doing right now, in order to keep up with the Seattle offense, you cannot turn over the ball. And what is Jared Goff capable of doing? Fumbling and turning over that ball.
Against
Man, I don't
against what defense?
What defense, man?
Against what
Fuck that
defense?
shit, man.
What defense are you seeing?
don't
What
know,
pass rush
man.
are you seeing?
You still have to have a player on the defense that can do something.
Who gets
against
to the
man,
ball?
Jamal Adams, man. You know he likes to blitz off the edge, and he's pretty good at it too. I
I
know
mean, you got Wagner, but outside of him, I mean, ever since Jamal Adams left,
we're gonna see Jamal Adams get some touches.
no,
man.
he's.
He's in.
What do you mean?
Jamal Adams.
Yeah, Jamal Adams is back from injury.
Yeah, he was back last week. And he was fucking piecing up Josh Allen a little bit too, except Josh Allen could hold on to the football when he gets hit.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, oh hell no.
I mean, those are two players though.
Hey man,
I don't know.
I'm banging on him, man. I like it, man. I think the Seahawks are fucking sick and tired of hearing me say they are fucking dog shit. So I think everyone is tired of hearing it. They're dead last in points against and yards allowed. They're letting up like 450 yards. If I was on that defense, I'd be fucking pissed. It's time to make a fucking difference here.
I could see that. I could see that same angle going with the Rams though, and I think that's why this game is so close. -1.5 on the line. You have Jared Goff that's been playing somewhat mediocre. You have Cooper Kupp that's been playing somewhat mediocre. You have McVay. That's he was in the Super Bowl. They were in the Super Bowl just a couple years ago, and then they come out and like, I don't know, maybe ever since Gurley left and since he's been hurt and stuff like that, and they don't really have a running back. maybe that's what's slowing down their offense. But, they've kind of been that, like, team that you just kind of, like, threw away. You know what I mean? But they were just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
I know, that's the craziest thing, too, because they really slowed down a lot. But we also have to realize that the Rams don't really rely on Jared Goff's arm as much anymore. They're doing pretty good shit with that running back committee that they have there. But here, look at this. Even though Seattle's pass D and the whole total defense is shit, their run D is actually ranked 4, only allowing 93 yards per game. So I'm not really too worried with the Seattle
why you got to
defense.
run the ball against the Seahawks when you can just throw it whenever you want?
Hey,
True.
man. Hey. But when Jared Goff starts choking up the football, then what are you going to have to do? They're going to have to run the ball a little bit to take off the ease off Jared Goff.
Well, that's the way that their whole offense operates, actually, ever since McVay came in. They love those play-action rollouts, those bootlegs, to get Jared Goff out of the pocket and to just throw the rock to Cooper Kupp, sliding down the field, or Robert Woods sliding down the field in those intermediate routes. And that's exactly how their offense operates. So, yeah, I do think that that's a little bit scary, but I think
you like that Rams defense, don't you?
I just love I mean, you got Aaron Donald, number one defensive player in the league.
But you don't like these Russell stats I'm about to hit you with right now? These Russell Wilson is probably one of the most profitable quarterbacks in the whole league when it comes to sports
that
betting.
I've been a fan of the Rams ever since Gurley was there.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
But
because you're wearing a different jersey every week.
But now that Gurley is off the team, I haven't been too much of a fan of them. I still kind of support them in a way, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Go
ahead and hit me with the Russell Wilson stats.
Here's the Russell Wilson stats. When I said he's one of the most profitable players, 73-56 against the spread, 24-12 against the spread off a loss. And as an underdog, Russell Wilson is 23-9 against the spread.
Mr. Unlimited.
And let me throw in sprinkle another stat on that. Road dogs off a loss are 26-15, hitting 63% win rate in 2020. Basically, because there's no home field advantage right now.
Hey, this is another divisional dog game too.
I love it, man. I love the fucking
How
Seahawks,
long is
bro.
this fucking trend gonna last, bro? I don't know. For me, I did like this line just because of the way that Russell performed last week, but I don't know. Something is just sitting with me. I like the Rams a lot. And over the past few years, I haven't looked at the trends, and they're against the spreads. But every game that I've watched, they've always came out playing tough, playing straight stout against that Seahawks team, against a better Seahawks team too. This team is all right. It's just Russell Wilson balling out.
One more question before we move on. We got the best receiver cornerback matchup this week in DK Metcalf versus Jalen Ramsey. Although I heard reports that Jalen Ramsey actually might shadow Tyler Lockett in the slot, and they might cover DK off the perimeter and bracket him. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, that should be really the game plan. You want to jam Tyler Lockett and have a safety over the top because he's not fast enough to keep with Tyler Lockett. And then you just have DK with the rest of them. It's like the Patriots run it. Patriots always put their corner on the number 2 receiver.
Well, the thing is,
And
too,
then
is
double
that
outside.
the way that Jalen plays is that he likes to jam the receiver, and you're not jamming fucking DK Metcalf. I don't give a fuck who you got on him. There's no way you fucking jam that man off the line. So, yeah. I'm going to have to fade you on that one for now.
Right.
I'm not going to play it. I think it's a stay away game for me.
We'll talk about it.
But yeah, I like the Rams the way that they play against that Seahawks team. So, yeah, I'll probably just be watching it and be enjoying the game.
Awesome.
But, yeah, for my number 2 pick, I got the Denver Broncos plus 4.5 at the Death Star against the Raiders. Historically, a bad time for the Broncos against the Raiders, 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 meetings. But we also riding that divisional dogs trend again.
Divisional dogs. Let me hear them
12
dogs.
and 2. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Broncos 3-1 against the spread on the road and 3-1 as an away dog this year. Denver is 1-1 against the spread in the division, while the Raiders are 2-0, only smacking the Chiefs obviously in Week 5, and then we also have the Raiders beating the Chargers last week. So fucking sad. Lost that 5-game parlay on that one, but yeah, I think the way that Drew Lock is has been playing, and the way that Derek Carr plays against pretty good defenses, I think that Drew Lock is going to have a better opportunity and a better time this week. Derek Carr not really good against the pressure, and I think that Bradley Chubb is going to be able to get to the backfield, get him pressured, and probably get a strip sack in this one. And it's also just like a divisional game. 4 points. For me, that's a key number between 4.5 or like 4 to 5.5, 6. I usually like taking the points in that one anyways, and especially in a divisional matchup where the Raiders haven't really impressed me too much. Yeah, I like Drew Lock. I like the Broncos. I like Jerry Jeudy. I like KJ Hamler this week. I like Noah Fant. Probably running some form of stacking in the DFS plays this week. Yeah, so give me the Broncos +4.
Jerry Judy's warmed up too. He gave me a heater on the DFS lineup last week as well. This one I'm probably gonna have to lay off of. The AFC West just kind of scares me. If I did have to lean one direction, I'll probably be with you with the +4 points with the Broncos. If Derek Carr could start dealing, which he didn't really do that much last week against the Chargers, but if he starts, it could be, you might be in some trouble. But 4 points is good. I like the 4 points definitely there.
Yeah, I mean, Denver overall is ranked 9 in DVOA for the defense, and they do have a great defense. And also just the way that the Raiders were giving up so many rushing yards against Kalen Balaj, coming off coming off the street, bro, coming off the fucking practice squad.
The fucking street,
dude. You can't. And it was 128 total rushing yards in that game through all of the running backs. I just feel like Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay get the job done. They're probably gonna put up like 150 to 200 combined, I feel, on this terrible run D that the Raiders have, ranking I believe 26th.
Damn.
And so I just feel like they're just, to me, they're the better team. But I mean the record says otherwise.
I like the defense more for sure.
Yeah.
And
I like the defense for sure on this one. So yeah, give me the Broncos +4.5 in this one.
Lock that in.
All right, who you got, Stone?
For my number 3 pick, I really, 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 really like this one. I got Baltimore -7 at New England.
Sheesh, that is so fucking high, bro. But I like it too.
You think that's
I like
high?
it too.
You think that's high?
I like it too. Nah, I mean,
I think that's taking.
I
Candy
think it's.
from
I
a
think it's. I
baby.
think it is too. I think it is taking candy from a baby.
I think it started at -7.5. It dropped down to -7. I took it at -7. Baltimore's 10-0 against the spread, visiting non-division AFC teams. I'm riding this trend here.
All right, let's catch that.
And yes, the Patriots had a clean game last week against the Jets, but against the fucking Jets, come on now, I don't want to hear it. Get that out of my face. Cam overall has been playing below average, 2 passing TDs and 7 interceptions. Yes, I know you could run it, but dude, yeah, Cam can run it. He seems kind of slow. I know he's scoring. He's like a fucking 30-year-old power back in my eyes right now. Now you got Lamar Jackson. He's going to light up the fucking field. This game's going to involve a lot of running. Yeah, on both sides of the ball, for sure.
And a key thing to notice, Stephon Gilmore looks like he's not about to play.
Ooh.
Yep. So if they're missing out on him, I think Baltimore might light up the scoreboard. That defense is really suspect.
I think the only thing that was scaring me, or like when you just hear at first, like at first sight, or fucking hear at first sight. When you hear it at first, fucking what the fuck? Yeah, first listen, bro. What the fuck am I saying right now? Can I speak? Yeah, when I first hear that, bro, I'm like, it's the Patriots getting 7 points
in New England.
In New England, like,
hell
you know
no.
what I mean? So like, I'm just like, what the fuck? But it's like I've been saying over the past several weeks, it's a new fucking era.
Exactly. You've
It's
been
a new
texting
era.
me that all the time.
I've been saying that since fucking
And
you
I
played
was the
Patriots
one.
with
I was the one
fucking
writing
49ers.
I was the one. Yeah, I took the Patriots against the 49ers.
And I was like, bro, it's a new era.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just at first
I am done.
hearing, bro, like I just couldn't believe like 7 points. But yeah, Lamar Jackson's gonna run all over this fucking Patriots defense. And yeah, give me fucking minus all the way up to like -10.
Definitely, man. Baltimore's defense is going to give Cam a really, really, really hard time. I mean, the defense produced the 6th most sacks, 2nd most quarterback hits, and has the highest blitz percentage rate in the NFL. Completely going to shut out the and they also completely shut out the Colts and Phillip Rivers last week. I have a score prediction for this one. I think it's going to be like 27-10.
27-10.
Something similar to that Colts game, yeah.
All right, let's lock that one in then. All right, for my number 3 pick, I have the Panthers +6 versus the Bucks at home. I'm riding with the sharps on this one, and also riding with the divisional dog trend once again. Although I don't mean to do it, I just see it and I like it. I like the +6. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be riding the Brady, like just being furious at himself for fucking up against the Saints so badly. And look at what the Panthers did last week against the Chiefs. You know, like they almost came out and won that game outright. I know McCaffrey is missing from this game, but Mike Davis, I've been saying this on the last podcast as well for DFS, he hasn't really lost a step, and their running game hasn't really lost a step in production since McCaffrey's been out over those 6 weeks that he was out. So, yeah, I like the way that Teddy B's been playing. I have Curtis Samuel in a lineup as well for DFS. I just like the way that this Panthers offense has been running. The only thing that really scares me is going to be that Panthers defense. I think that Brady might be able to exploit that and put up fucking 35, 40 fucking points on them. But I don't know. I think that they might find a way to buckle down and probably do a backdoor cover on this one. Is what I'm expecting.
I like the Panthers here. I think I'm going to have to stay away from this one too. I think the only thing I see in my mind is the headlines. Brady just fucking blowing out the Panthers. But then I also see it in a different angle too. If Brady loses this one and they lose this divisional matchup, it's going to be a very, very, very bad luck.
Yeah, I'm not even like rooting for the dog to actually win in this one, but I think it's just going to be a backdoor cover. I think 6 points is a lot for a divisional game. Historically, though, Panthers and Bucks are 5-5, even against the spread. They're being favored for the first time at home last year and won that one. Carolina 5-2 against the spread this year as a dog, while the Bucks are 2-2 as away favorites. So I feel like, you know, just the way that the Panthers are trending, they just cover spreads.
I really like the Panthers too.
They cover spreads. I had them last week against the Chiefs +10. That was easy fucking money. They cover spreads, and that's what I want to get. You know what I mean?
And I'm not worried about Mike Davis at all. He's running the ball really, really hard. Top waiver wire fantasy pickup for sure. I love how Teddy B is really leading that team. Yeah, I'm probably with you on that one for sure.
I think another key thing is that, you know, like everyone's been hyping up the Bucks defense. Like they're the fucking best defense in the league, right? They're the best defense in the league. Well, now you fucking have tape on exactly how to exploit them. Right, by seeing exactly what the Saints did last week, which is put in Taysom Hill and run the ball. But you know, like they have footage, and so every team is going to be able to go back to that and reference it, and just, you know, be able to clamp down on Brady for one, and then two, see how their offense was able to operate and put up 38 points. You know, that it was supposed to be a shutout, but the Bucks are fucking pussies. Kicking a field goal when you're down fucking 30
what
points.
The fuck
like
was
how
that?
Yeah, you're a fucking pussy.
And this is definitely a division, like you said before. It could be a 1-1 record in this divisional matchup for sure.
Yeah. So that's my number 3 pick. The Panthers +6 at home versus Brady and the Buccaneers. Before we get into our Lock Dog Tease segment, I'd like to just give a quick shout out to our sponsors one more time. We got Raja California, the most elite audio engineer and producer in the game. Follow him on all major streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud for all your sound needs. That's Raja California. We also have Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told is the #1 esports specialist, League of Legends coach, and streamer in the San Diego area. Follow him on Twitch, SoundCloud, and YouTube for all things valuable to the esports community. That's Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told. I couldn't make it out of gold without Truth Be Told. All right, Stone. So who you got for your lock?
I know I texted you my picks with my lock. I'm going to change it up here again. I think it's kind of good luck. I did that last week too, but man, give me Baltimore -7 at New England. The more and more I look at this, it is just easy money. Like, I think they're giving them 7 points, or people might be a little bit scared because it's New England at home. But like we said, it's a new era. I don't see Cam doing anything with this defense. He's going to have his hands full. They play so slow. And Lamar's just going to squeeze out the pocket, probably have over 100 rushing yards. And he's probably going to have probably like 2 passing TDs in this one.
And Lamar's the type of player when the lights are on, he plays better. Like, he's just a primetime player. He's a dog.
I mean, we can go back to that Chiefs game though. I don't know about that one. He didn't show up in that one.
Definitely.
You kind of right about that one, but it doesn't change the fact of the player that Lamar Jackson is.
Yeah, I mean,
wait, and what were we talking about? I thought you said the Steelers and the Ravens are gonna outdo the Chiefs this season.
Yeah, but I mean, that's gonna be later on when it
We're
comes.
talking about
when it
one
comes time
game.
for
It's
playoffs.
been multiple games.
When it comes
Chiefs
time for
keep
playoffs,
smacking the Ravens.
Nah, it's gonna come down to the playoffs. Yeah, I like the Ravens a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Baltimore -7 at New England, like taking candy from a baby.
73% on the Ravens -7.
I didn't even look at it. But dude, I think -7. The Patriots
They're gonna let the public win on a couple of these games. I mean, they're not gonna steal everything, you know. So I mean, this one is an obvious one, I feel, and they've been taking a lot on the primetime games already. So I think this one's gonna be an easy steal, to be honest. Like, there's no way Baltimore doesn't cover 7.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And
No way.
I get it. They don't want to lose the money, but how much can you actually help this sorry ass Patriots team? You can't help them that much. They can barely score.
Yeah, this should be like a fucking 35-10 game, honestly.
Jacoby Myers,
-3.
Bird,
35 -3.
against the secondary. Easy money.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, let's lock that
Marcus
one
Peter could probably get a couple interceptions.
for sure. Yeah, so for my lock, I got the Bengals +6.5. +6.5 against the Steelers. Like, for all the reasons that we pointed out earlier, and Big Ben being out, you know, we just love that one, potentially. But even if he is in, he's going to be hobbled with that knee injury. So, yeah, give me a Bengals +6.5 on the lock. Who you got for your dog, son?
My dog. I got the Los Angeles Chargers.
Bitch, I'm a dog.
Playing at Miami for +130. We got the 5th and the 6th NFL draft picks going at it with each other. And if Tua has a good season, he could be in the talks for that Rookie of the Year campaign. Right now it's Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert.
Can you stop using Justin Herbert's name in the same sentence as Joe Burrow? That is disrespect.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Are you serious?
We already had this conversation how Justin Herbert's numbers are inflated because that team is horrible. He has to throw the ball 50 times a game.
Tell me the Bengals aren't fucking horrible, too.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I never argued
Joe
that
Burrow's
they-
Tell me
throwing
the
like
Bengals aren't
fucking-
horrible, too.
Go look at his body of work. Go look at what Justin Herbert does and tell me that he's in the same league as Joe
Bro,
Burrow.
this fool is a gunslinger, man. And then Tua has like his little stardom right now. It's gonna get
Don't
shut
reference.
down.
Don't
It's-
ever reference college. Don't ever reference college. Look at Russell Wilson. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Look at fucking the GOAT, Tom Brady. Where were they in college?
Pick 199.
Where were they in college? All right.
Dude.
Don't ever make reference to college when it comes time to being a man
But real
in the
shit.
NFL.
Yeah, I don't like this one though. I don't like.
Dude,
this
I
one.
love this
I'm
one,
not-
man. Tua's little buzz right now is gonna get shut down real fucking quick. And this Miami defense, there's gonna be a few question marks after Justin Herbert drops 4 touchdowns on these motherfuckers. You
I
heard it first.
feel like you talk about the Chargers like this every week. And in the fourth quarter, you regret
we
it.
need a W. Like
Bro.
every single week, we only lose by fucking 7 or 3 points.
Do we really
man.
need?
You
And it's
know
not
we
gonna
want this
change
Do
W.
the
this
Chargers really need a W though? I feel like taking the L might be more beneficial because you're playing long term. You know what I mean?
Nah, this is a
You're-
personal game with the two.
You're playing
the two
long
draft picks.
term.
Man, the Chargers.
Take the L and fucking get the better draft
the
pick.
majority of Charger fans wanted Tua, and then I always feel like Miami always steals the one player before us every single draft, man. But we're gonna show them real quick that they.
Why do you think
fucked
the front
up.
office
Through
fucking
3 quarters?
sucks?
Huh?
You're
Front
gonna show them
office
through
fucking
3.
sucks for the Chargers. That's why.
Nah, we straight over here, man. Don't
Nah,
trip.
fuck no, fuck Spanos.
I like this one. I see a W in Miami, baby. Let's go.
I like the way that the line swung for this one, so I'm kind of riding with for that dog on that one too. The line started at 2.5, now at -1, and it might be another reverse swing like we saw with the Colts tonight.
Yeah.
And when I see that shit, it's a lock.
You like that?
It's a lock. So yeah, what you got anything left to say, Brandon?
Yeah, talking all that shit.
I'm good. Dolphins about to win that game.
All right. All right. So
I don't gotta say nothing.
All right.
Let me just say fourth quarter.
Can we
Just
get
wait
a
till the fourth.
Can we get a nice little side bet between Brandon and Stone on this one? On fucking on the podcast.
What you want?
All right, loser was a onesie next podcast.
You want to record it? We'll just put a picture on the story.
All right, we'll put a picture on the story.
All right,
Loser
cool.
loser wears a
On
onesie.
all our Instagrams too, where more people can see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck, I threw away
Deal.
my reindeer onesie from Christmas too, but we'll get one.
All right, bet. All right, yeah, for my dog, I got the Broncos on the money line +180 against the Raiders at the Death Star.
Bitch, I'm a dog.
You know what I'm saying? The Broncos, they're just the better team to me, like I said earlier, and I like their fucking receiving core. I like Philip Lindsay.
And drunk ass Melvin Gordon.
And drunk ass Melvin Gordon. Hopefully he doesn't get a DUI before the game. It'll really help out a lot. Please, if you're listening, Melvin, do not get a DUI before the game. But yeah, give me Broncos money line +180. Divisional game. They're looking to advance in the seeding for the divisional spot. Try to probably sneak into a wild card spot. There's a lot of teams that are at the top, but all the teams that are at the bottom are all really close and fighting for a wild card spot. So, yeah, give me the Broncos money line +180.
You like that? You like that? +180. That's some
I
good
like
value there.
I like around the +180s, +160s, and so for that reason, I'm gonna give you guys another dog parlay this week. Giants money line +160 and Broncos money line +180. That's a 6-1 on the double dog parlay.
Bitch, I'm a dog. Bitch, I'm a dog. Bitch, I'm a dog.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Give me
you
that.
love your dogs. You have been riding the fuck out of these dogs lately, man.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
You've been hitting what? You're 100%, right?
I'm 100%. I hit my dog last week, and I hit the dog parlay. So let's lock that shit in, boys.
I mean, dogs are 73, 54, and 2 this season.
But winning straight up though. What are they winning straight up?
I don't have that number right here.
Because I feel like they're hitting like pretty. On every single slate, I feel like the dogs are hitting at about a 30%. So if you can find those dogs that are in that 30% range, that are winning straight up, yeah. And these are the dogs that I'm feeling this week. I hit it last week. So just keep riding with me. 100%, boys. Let's go.
I'm gonna throw in another dog in there. I love the Texans this week. Going into Cleveland, going into Browns. Baker had those issues with COVID, so he missed practices. And Deshaun Watson just looks like a different breed of a quarterback without Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien was limiting him so much. I think Texans just go out and win this game. He loves that Will Fuller didn't get traded. They still have Will Fuller, so I mean, Deshaun Watson is just the man there now.
I don't even think it was the fact that Bill O'Brien was limiting him. I think it's that everybody and their mama wanted him out. So he just fucking threw in the towel every single game until he fucking went out. You see the same thing happening with the Falcons. I think that they liked their head coach over at the Falcons, but everyone was public on Bill O'Brien getting out. Everyone wanted him out.
Public will do it to you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like that play a lot. Let's lock that one in. And that is Brandon's lock and dog. What you got for your teaser, Stone?
I like my teasers here, man. I got the New York Giants plus 9.5 and Green Bay -7. I think this is a fucking lock, dude. I think it's just too easy. I mean, we got the Giants playing the Eagles, and we saw that last matchup. It came down to the last possession in order for the Eagles to win. Give me 9.5 points here with this Giants defense that's super stout that could keep any team in range of a touchdown. That's easy money in my eyes. I think Danny Dimes has a little bit more confidence. He's going to come out. He had it so close last time. I think he's going to actually pull out with the W this time. Yeah, 9.5 points. That's easy money. Green Bay -7. Oh, my God. It was at 14. I don't like the 14. A little too much for me. But we're playing the Jags here. And win by a touchdown. The Jags are fucking horse shit. And there's just... It's going to be another blowout, man, just like that SF game. It's going to be just too easy. And if the wins do come in and all that stuff, I like the running back committee that the Packers have too, so I am not tripping at all.
All right, so we got Giants +9 and Green Bay for Stone. We'll lock that one in. And for my teaser, I have a 3-team teaser. We got the Giants +9 or +9.5, whatever you can get it for. I got it for +9. I got Bengals +12.5. It looks like it can get up to +13 or +13.5 with the way the line is moving right now. And then I also have the Broncos +11, riding with the dogs this week. Yeah, I love all of these teams. I think that 2 to 3 out of these teams are going to hit on the money line. And so I think taking the points is easy right here. So let's lock that one in as well.
Nice.
Yes, sir. You guys got anything left? Brandon, you got a teaser you want to put in, or did you guys want to close this one out?
I think I'm gonna go with I have a teaser. I'm not like extremely confident like I was last week in it, but I'm definitely throwing the Bengals in the teaser. Get them. I had it at 7.5, so my line is 13.5. Bengals don't lose by more than one possession. They'll keep it close. I'm also throwing the Dolphins in there for the +4. This is a 6-point teaser. It's a 4-team. And then I'm also putting Saints -3 and Ravens -1. So I'm going to tease those down. I don't think the Saints lose. I don't think the Ravens lose. So we get them at a money line. And then I'm pretty confident in Dolphins in Miami. They're sitting in Miami. If anything, the Chargers win by a field goal because they're not capable of winning by more than one possession. And then
every single game has come down to like one possession, I feel. So
if I get the W, I'll be happy.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we talked about the Bengals. Or I'm riding with the Bengals this week.
Yeah.
I want to throw in one more, man. The NBA extra credit right here. I think this is going to be a dynamite lock. This is solely just based off a trend. And I do like the pick. Non-conference dogs, when the total is between 57 and 49, are 21-1 to the over. 23-0 to the over with the teaser, as long as they're not at a neutral site. We have 2 plays this week that hit this trend. Those 2 plays are going to be Buffalo and Arizona. I teased it all the way down to over 50.
Okay.
And Jacksonville and Green Bay, I teased it to over 45.5.
Let's lock those in. I like it, Stone. I like it.
I think that's easy money right there.
All right.
And we'll see if it's my luck that I'm the one that fucks up the trend. We will fucking see.
Nah, we locking in everything, and we going 100% on the whole team this week. Yeah. So let's jump into these sponsors and close this one out. We got Raja California. Raja California is the most elite audio engineer and producer in the game. Follow him on all major streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud for all of your sound needs. That's Raja California. We also have Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told is the #1 esports specialist, League of Legends coach, and streamer in the San Diego area. Follow him on Twitch, SoundCloud, and YouTube for all things valuable to the esports community. That's Truth Be Told. Truth be told, I couldn't make it out of gold without Truth Be Told. Thank you all for listening to this Thursday Night Football recap and NFL Week 10 betting preview episode of the Mecca Betting Academy podcast. Please leave us that 5-star review with constructive criticism to help us grow, and also any suggestions you all may want to hear. Be sure to subscribe to be a part of the university and get your MBA today. Stone and Brandon, Let's
Let's
cash.